Well, howdy doody guys, how's everybody doing? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Wow, what was that? Another e-bike edition going on here. If you guys watch the camp out with this thing, we know that this thing is a monster. This is the Mokwheel Obsidian 2.0, 48 volt battery, 1000 watt motor. The camp out we put this through was just through this woods here that is a super dense overgrown forest that is treacherous to get through, but with this bike we made it through there. And this bike is an animal. But what we haven't got to do is range test this bike, and this is supposed to be one of the first e-bikes ever that has solar charger capabilities. We'll get into that a little bit more after we do a range test, but let's take a look at this thing, fart around on it, see what we can get for a range, and just have a good old time. Let's take a peek at this thing. Got Tektro brake system, disc brakes, 4-inch by 26-inch tires, 4-point shock system, the D&M shock here, which is adjustable for high to low, and you can adjust the pressure for this. The specifications for it are in the owner's manual to the weight of the rider. You got your regular charge port here, and then this charge port here is to hook up an inverter and solar panels. I'm excited to test that out. This bike does have a torque sensor, so the harder you press on the pedals, the more torque you're gonna get. The handle grips, I really like these. They kind of form to your palm just nicely when you're cruising. Got a regular push throttle. We started with 33 miles this morning. It took 4 to get here, so we're just gonna keep cruising along and see what we can make happen here. This bike weighs 77 pounds. It's rather heavy, but I mean, it's built like a tank. Has a 400-pound weight limit. This seat is absolutely comfortable as heck. I tell you, with the shock system and shocks up front, this thing rides like a Cadillac. You just glide over bumps, and it is really nice. Shimano Q shift system. We do, as we have been going through a lot of sand with this bike, it ain't, as you can tell, it ain't clean or anything right now because we've been kind of putting it through the ringer. It does come with a rechargeable tail light, which is pretty nice. I like the fact that you can recharge it and you're not going to have to keep purchasing batteries for it. But one goofy thing is this says that it has turn signals here. This bike doesn't have any turn signals. I don't know. Anyway, we're at pedal assist 3 eco mode. This bike, the faster you pedal it, it switches its own modes. It goes from like eco to power mode and all that good stuff, so you don't really have to worry about switching any of that. And also, this bike has a bell and a 10-speed gear system here. Let's get out of these weeds here. We're just tucked away, and make it back on the trail and go whip around. I really want to see what we can get for mileage out of this thing. It was fully charged when we left, so see what happens. Also, these tires have a thing called like Rhino Line or something like that, so they're supposed to be pretty heavy duty and like not easily get a puncture, because there is broken glass and all that good stuff, and we don't want a flat out here. Hopefully we make it through. Anyway, onward. Sand tester-rooney. Just some thick sand. Not a problem. Oh, that's some thick stuff. Oh, not a problem. Okay, so we're at pedal assist 3. Says it's in eco mode. We're at 37 miles, so we're about 4 miles in so far. Well, first things first, let's do a little throttle test. 1, 2, 3, go. Instantly. Nice. Great response on the throttle. All right, pedal test. 1, 2, 3, go. Instantly. All right, return the pedal. It's just completely off. Let's kick this down a little bit. I think we're about 4, and this is really doable. This is actually pretty nice. If you had to actually pedal this, this would not be too bad. I mean, that's pretty actually nice for as big and heavy as this bike is. Don't mind that at all. No hands. Pretty well balanced. We got a little gradual uphill here. Like a dream. Like a cakewalk. Gravel's not a problem. Now this bike does come with a set of fenders, but I didn't put them on. So I usually get a bunch of crap stuck in between the fenders. But that is an option. Alright, pedal assist 1. Seems like it caps out at about 11 miles per hour. Pedal assist 2. About 14.5. Pedal assist 3. Got a big jump. Whee! Kind of hard to go fast and hold on with one hand. Pedal assist 3. And it's capping out at about, actually 20 miles per hour. Pedal assist 4. Pedal assist 4 is kind of capping out about 23, 24. Pedal assist 5, we're about to run out of road. There, we hit 28. Kind of like the trail less traveled here. But it's doing great. We're keeping it mostly in 3rd gear, and we're averaging about 15 to 19 miles per hour. So we're doing all right. We're almost 10 miles in. I totally forgot to mention, under here, there's actually a little handle grip type thing. So you can pick the bike up a lot easier, and I really like that. A lot of e-bikes need to start doing that more. Well, we are 13 miles in, and we still have 90% battery. That's pretty interesting. A lot of times when people claim this mileage, you got to keep in mind that they're just testing it in a lab with nobody sitting on it, nobody out in the real world doing it. Some may do that, but more than likely it's just in a lab on its lowest setting without a hefty fella on it. Up and over the bridge. Not a problem with the shock system on that. That was pretty nice. Didn't even feel like there was a bridge. Okay, we have just hit 56 miles, which means we have done 23 miles so far, and we only lost 1 bar. So that's pretty interesting. We only lost 1 bar, but this one is blinking, so we're about to lose that 8th bar. These are supposed to be in increments of like 10%, I guess. I've only been in pedal assist 3, and we've been at its max the whole time, so basically like 20 miles per hour the whole time, and we've already got like almost 25 miles. That's pretty dang good with not even using half the battery. Oh, we made it just at 60 miles. So we made 27 freaking miles on this, and I think they claimed the range is 60 to 70. And I think you would really get that on this thing. I mean, even on pedal assist 3, it guaranteed easy 50. I forgot to show. This has a headlight. Now let's check out these solar panels. All right, well, here we go with this. This is the power inverter. Bada bing, bada boom. That's that bad boy right there, 1,000 watt inverter. And you are supplied with the cord. You need to attach it to this spot here. Spot to the back of the inverter. Which way to go? I think we're gonna go this way with it. Just like so. Now I believe you can actually use the power from this battery to charge other things if you don't have solar panels. Hold it for a couple seconds and it should turn on. Tells you the voltage and everything it's pulling from here. Got all your other outlets, and this is where your solar panel plugs in. Beautiful crystal clear sky. The solar panel also comes with some USB-C here as well, and some extra connectors. Let's open this bad boy. This thing is pretty massive. That's pretty crazy. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 panels. Plug this right here into the inverter. What's the inverter say? It is charging at 48.6 volts. Batteries at 51%. That's pretty cool. That's awesome because you travel all over the place and charge. That's pretty freaking cool. That is just freaking neat. Look at that. That's awesome. It would be nice. I know it's an option. You are able to put a back rack on here. It'd be nice if it came standard. So that way you could easily just attach these panels to it and have somewhere to strap them down to instead of slapping them in the backpack, because these panels are a little bit heavy. You can hear the inverter running, saying at 52, it's already been up 1%, and it's charging at 49 volts. Don't know how well that's picking up there, but see what happens. All right, well, this thing's been charging about 35 minutes, and it is up to 59%. 59% after charging solar for 35 minutes. I don't know if I said it, but I don't think I did, but this is a 230 watt solar panel system, and we've been charging for about 3.5 hours here, and it says we are at 81%, and that's matrixing on the screen because of the GoPro, not this, but that's not too shabby. Like 10% an hour at that rate. But anyway, guys, that's my findings on this bad boy. This thing is really a hefty price tag. I think it was like $500 for the solar panels, $300 for the inverter or something like that, and like $2,300 for the bike. But I'll leave a link to this in the description. But you do get a good bang for your buck with this bike. This is probably one of the best ones I've ever reviewed. So a link to this thing will be in the description, guys. Get out there, have a good old time, make every day great exploring. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.